Imagine waking up every day at 6 a.m., rushing to a job that starts at 8, and grinding through 8 hours just to cover monthly bills. Weekends? They're only for recharging so you can do it all again on Monday. This cycle drags on for 40 years until retirement, and then, well, life ends. That's the reality for about 90% of people worldwide. But here's the harsh truth nobody mentions. This trap didn't begin with your first paycheck. It started on your very first day of school. The school system wasn't built to set you free. Instead, it was made to tame you, like training an animal. Your parents thought they were opening doors, but really, you were just being shaped in a huge factory of sameness. Today, let's break down how this works. From that first classroom seat to your last workday. Every morning, millions of kids walk into buildings called schools, thinking they'll learn about the world. But in truth, they're being molded in a giant machine that enforces conformity. What we call education is really a clever way to condition behavior. It's so sneaky that we don't even notice we're being changed. Look at the setup. Kids lined up in rows, all facing the same way, getting the same info at the same speed, and judged by the same rules. This isn't teaching, it's mass control. As Nietzsche said, what doesn't kill you makes you stronger. But schools do the opposite. They don't hurt your body, but they crush your ability to question things, think on your own, or truly be free. The process is quiet and planned. From a young age, kids learn there's always one right answer to every question, and someone else has already decided it. You don't explore or invent, you just memorize and copy. Teachers, often without knowing it, help this along. They've been shaped by the same system, so they reward following rules and punish new ideas. The classroom turns into a lab where the prize goes to whoever fits the mold best, and it works perfectly. Over time, kids stop asking tough questions. They forget to wonder why they're there, why they memorize facts they'll forget soon, or why their natural curiosity gets called disruptive. They learn the big lesson. Your job isn't to think, it's to obey. This creates adults who wait for orders, look for jobs with clear steps and regular check-ins, and follow the same patterns from age 6 to 18. Even subjects like math, language, history, and science seem harmless, but they're teaching a hidden view of the world, one where you're always below someone else. In math, there's only one correct answer, set by an expert. It trains you to believe life's problems have just one approved solution, no room for creativity. You don't learn to think deeply, you just repeat steps. In language class, you're not encouraged to express your real self. You follow strict rules to write in a set way, interpreting things as the teacher wants. Your unique voice gets silenced for a standard style. Language, meant to free you, becomes a tool for sameness. History lessons focus on winners' stories, justifying the way things are now. You hear about leaders and dates, but not how power stays in place, how rebels get quieted, or other ways society could work. It's like propaganda dressed as facts. More than the subjects, it's the setup that matters. Teachers hold the knowledge, and you just take it in. Challenging them is rude. Thinking differently is wrong. As Schopenhauer noted, truth goes through stages. First mocked, then fought, then accepted. But schools stop you before stage 1. The real lessons are hidden. You learn to fight classmates for grades, approval, and spots. Your worth gets measured by outside scores. You see some people as naturally better, teachers, bosses, and your role is to serve them. These ideas stick more than any textbook. Subjects like philosophy or art, they're sidelined, less important than basics. The message? Deep thinking or creativity don't matter in real life. This preps you for jobs where those skills are useless, or even frowned upon. The first grade changes everything. Before, learning was fun and curious. After, knowledge becomes a trade-off. Good grades mean love and praise. Bad ones bring shame. Your self-worth ties to numbers on paper. A pattern that lasts forever. It's the start of the rat race. You're valued by what you produce, judged by rules others set. Understanding or growth? Irrelevant. Only the system's metrics count. Awards and contests make it worse. They teach life as a competition where few win and most lose. By pleasing the powerful and beating peers. Teamwork feels risky. Others become rivals. Words like performance, ranking, and goals echo in the business world later. School trains your brain for productivity, rivalry, and outside checks. Before you even know the race exists. This pressure breeds constant worry. Kids fear mistakes, letting down others, or not measuring up. That fear fuels adult life. Job loss, unpaid bills, unmet goals. The system plants it early. And it never leaves. Worst of all, it pretends to be fair. It says hard work brings success, but it really tests obedience, not smarts or ideas. The top student? Usually the most compliant. Every kid starts as an artist, thinker, and explorer, questioning, experimenting, solving in wild ways. But school kills that spark, replacing it with conformity. Parents even cheer when kids settle down. It begins small. A teacher fixes a blue dad drawing people aren't blue, tells a talking animal story to be realistic, or scolds a questioner for slowing class. Each fix chips away at originality. Soon, kids learn different thinking causes trouble. Creativity is a flaw. Tools like standard tests and templates crush individuality. Multiple choice quizzes turn deep thought into picking options. As Bonhoeffer warned, stupidity is scarier than evil. You can fight evil, but stupidity leaves you helpless. Schools create that. People who can't question or imagine better paths. Creativity gets boxed into art class, separate from serious life, as if innovation isn't key everywhere. This readies kids for dull jobs with no questioning. Creative teachers often feel stuck, pressured by rules and punished for breaking them. The system harms everyone. The result? Adults stuck in unfulfilling jobs, accepting bad pay because that's life. They can't see other options. Killed creativity haunts them forever. Schools push a dangerous lie. Success comes from personal effort, failure from laziness. This excuses unfairness and sets you up for guilt. Try hard, and you can do anything. Said by kind teachers. Ignores class differences, family help, or chances. It's like a race where some start miles ahead, but they claim it's just about trying. A hungry kid can't focus like a well-fed one. A child with uneducated parents gets less home support. But schools act like everyone starts equal, blaming lack of effort for gaps. Rich areas get better schools, teachers, and tools. When a poor kid struggles, it's their fault. The system builds inequality, then blames the victims. This carries to adulthood. Can't find a good job. Your education's fault. Bills piling up. Didn't qualify enough. Stressed in the grind? Bad choices. The system causes the issues, then sells more schooling as the fix. It creates a ladder of merit based on privilege. Top students often have advantages, not just talent. But this shapes society. The graded kid becomes the boss exploiting the low grader. Even success stories against odds are twisted to prove the system works. They made it. Why can't you? These exceptions show how rigged it is, needing super effort to win. They justify the norm. School fairness trains you for corporate fairness, where pay matches value, ranks are earned, and questioning is whining. You become your own guard, blaming yourself in a fixed game. The shift from school to work is seamless. It's not a change. It's the same training from age 6. Structures match, desk to office, bell to clock, grades to reviews, attendance to check-ins, uniform to dress code, break to coffee time. Control, ranks, and rules stay. Your mindset too, waiting for directions, seeking boss approval, competing for raises, measuring worth by other standards. The boss swaps the teacher. Goals replace grades. Fear of firing echoes failing a year. Hierarchy endures. Always someone above giving orders. You traded 12 years for this. School taught time for approval. Work teaches time for money. It conditioned you for boring tasks. Jobs deliver them. Questioning? Punished. Language matches? Reports. Deadlines. Feedback. Now with firings instead of bad marks. Low pay for low scores. HR talks for detention. The system evolves but stays the same. Exhausted, you dream of retirement as escape from the cage you built. But then you realize you've spent life preparing to live. And forgot how. As Schopenhauer said, life swings between boredom and pain. The system gives both. The hard fact. Most live unchosen lives and hated jobs, buying unneeded stuff with borrowed money to impress strangers. It began in school, accepting obedience, rivalry, and production to feed a machine that eats you. Victims defend their chains, even sending kids into the same trap, thinking it's opportunity. The system survives through its own prisoners. Take a moment to reflect. In what ways has your education influenced the life you're living right now? If these ideas resonate with you, drop a comment saying, "I've finally seen the truth." Pass this along to friends who want to escape the old ways of thinking. Smash that like button and subscribe for more straightforward discussions on money, freedom, and breaking free from life's traps. Catch you in the next video.